She's the Boss TV Networks. Listen, today, guys, let's talk about something like really serious. And I have my own experience, and a lot of people don't recognize domestic violence. They jump on board and they penetrate more domestic violence by not looking at the signs of bullying and censoring, trying to keep their victim under control and in a controlled environment and not allowing them to move forward or even have a job or a deal. They used, in my case, they actually used a lawyer to contact all of the people I was working with. They told their family that I was a whore, a prostitute, and yet all of that was done by my ex, who had me thrown through glass, who was trying to get his uncle to push me out of the house I had bought just because I stood up and left him because he had bipolar. I wasn't the only woman that he used to beat down. He did it to all the women, but my son, his family, because I didn't obey an order. And it wasn't good enough that I signed like on a child support agreement less than even food for my son. And they were threatening me. I was beat down pregnant. They don't want anyone to know. They took my pictures for when I was doing this thing with Hawaiian Tropic with Ron Rice, and my pictures during Petite International, and they posted them on massive sites. Just, it's insane. Now they send in abusers too, and they're screaming and hollering and talk about gruesome things in front of me and my kids, talking about like I suck whatever for money. Wow. I haven't even been with a man in 4 years, not a kiss, nothing. And I've been abused, and yet all these people jump on the bandwagon to continue abusing me. And it's been 11 years, almost 12 years, and I just don't understand. It's like, what more can you give a person when they're not even, you didn't even make them pay what they actually owe their son? And now that we know who my son's family is, they even like, so a year ago I did a family tree on my son, and I was like, this broker is very weird, and he kept over and over just wanting to marry me. Oh, I got $10 billion in German bonds and blah blah blah. And I wanted him to respect my boundaries. I was like, I'm not for sale. No, like, and he wasn't I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but he would not stop. And I was like, okay, he kept saying he's supposed to have been our CFO. He's supposed to help me close my contracts I got for the mergers and acquisitions. Instead, they went behind, it seems like I have actually the name of the lawyer that they used to contact everyone to tell them all these horrible things about me, even things that they created about me. And it's just like over and over again. And it's extreme abuse. And they wouldn't even let me have my construction work. They told everybody not to work with me. They literally censored me. They trashed me so bad that they thought that absolutely, if anyone ever did hear my story, they would never believe me. That's how good that they presented to these people. So it's just been very, very difficult that people do these things just out of spite. just because I didn't kill my son, his only son. And the crazy part about it is he has 4 daughters. And I guess he doesn't even recognize that this isn't even okay, that this is extreme, that this like is torturing somebody. And they actually are all laughing about it and gossiping and just determined to just destroy me. And then they don't like that I tell my truth, that I was beat down pregnant. And when I said that my son had autism, and I think it was from the beat down, words verbatimly I was told was, "You brought it on yourself. I told you to kill it." And Job was 7 at the time, and they are fighting so hard, and they want me to shut up and just take it and let them abuse me and censor me and control me. And it's like, now I'm like, I'm signing off child support, even though they were not even paying enough for food for my son to even eat, while they're living in penthouses and making more babies, and just left Job behind. Job has not even seen his dad in 11 years. His dad has not wanted anything to do with him. And so I look at it as this way: we're too valuable for anyone to make us feel like we're not worthy. And I don't know how anyone on this planet could ever think their own child isn't valuable or good enough or worthy enough for love. And but I don't want any of these people even near us. Like, I don't have, they call it Stockholm syndrome, where you love your abuser because you don't understand what love is. And love would literally go to war for you. They would never hurt you. My husband that died would have never ever put his hands on me. He would have never hurt me. And he died in a car accident. And ever since then, I think I've lost even, I just don't think there's anyone real human anymore. I just don't understand. It's like you could like be the nicest loving person, and they still want to badger and bully and abuse and send people to say horrific things in front of your kids, and hack your website, your construction website, what you work, how you take care of your children, not what they're trying to say, to a gruesome porn site. And they don't even see it as what they've done and gone along with the other abuse. They don't even see that's child abuse, what they've done. And they think they're just abusing me, but I'm everything for my kids. And I decided that I am going to speak as loud as I can and not let anyone take my voice or silence me or try to make it appear, because they've been doing that. They've been making all kinds of falsified videos, whatever the hell they're doing, even putting my name attached to some horrific site. And I've never been on any of those sites. It's just they won't stop. And I'm just, and I'm fighting back and telling my story. And I don't care what anyone has to say. And I'm just fighting to get work. And they even had my lawyer not accept my line of credit, even though it was approved to buy hotels. They wanted us to suffer. And they don't even care if there's days that I don't eat, or I can't even help the women that I help, because I usually do nonprofit work as well. And they fought to destroy that. They literally contacted all of my board members, sent a girl on that happened to be my son's father's girlfriend, and that she got on the board and she told everybody this garbage that she was told. And again, it keeps going, repeat, like people are repeating this and repeating that and repeating that, and it's never even nowhere near the truth, but people are believing it. I don't think they're really, I don't know if they're believing it or not. Um, but if people want to, they can believe what they want, but it's untrue. And imagine if you were a mother, a business owner, and you're being astronised, blacklisted, lawyers are contacting your jobs, people are told a whole bunch of lies that they created. It can get to a person. I mean, and that was the whole point. They try to abuse you enough that no one would listen to you, and if you were dead, they would be like, "Oh, see, she killed herself. She had a hard life." When I would never kill myself, and I have to keep reminding people that because I've been threatened. So, I have to like be as loud as possible to keep myself and my children safe, and keep telling my story and keep moving forward every single day and just keep praying. And yeah, there's days I cry because people are said the most horrible things just because they're bullies. They hate to see me do good. And I could really hate, or well, I wouldn't say hate, but I could be very angry. I mean, look at these exes of mine, and I just can't imagine going out of my way, getting a lawyer to watch someone destroy someone, just for what? I mean, they have fought so hard, even telling me like, "Oh, you could do this and that." And I'm like, "Listen, and now I'm like, I don't even want to, I can't be friends with any type of dishonesty. They wanted me to do some W-2 or something, or I was like, "But you haven't worked for me. Like, this girl was trying to do that yesterday, and she's in a shelter, and I'm like, and I want to help her, and I'm trying to get us to where, hey, we could go to events with the TV channel and do press releases and things like that. But I'm not going to do some fraudulent paper just to even get a loan. Like, I don't do that. Like, even the people, I guess during COVID, they were making up all of this stuff, and nobody was checking, and people were taking all of this loan money. And I mean, if you lie, you lie. I mean, just dishonesty, and just shocking that this is going on. Even the other day, someone was like, "Yeah, the SEC is taking bribes." I'm like, what? I actually got so sick to think that we live in a world where people are taking bribes. I mean, it happened in my story, but the SEC is just so dishonest. And like, people that would never do something like that is treated like they're the criminals, while the criminals are roaming around doing more criminal things. And it's just so crazy. I'm like, where's the nice people? Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in with She's the Boss TV Networks. Tell us your story. Have you been censored? Did you have an ex that abused you? Give us a call, 1-866-903-2991. Again, 1-866-903-2991. And never, ever let anyone try to silence you. Speak up and break your silence, and don't let anyone bully you. And always stand up for yourself, because if you won't, who will? And so for me, I'm going to be doing my federal. lawsuit. They went too far and they won't let me win. And even when other people tell them that enough is enough, they can't. It's like they don't want to hear it. They just want to see me dead. And they have tried to kill me 3 times, literally. And I don't know when they're going to stop abusing me and my kids. So I just fight every day, keep speaking up, keep going out there and educating the world on domestic violence and helping as many lives as I can, and not let it affect me, because those things and that type of abuse can really weigh its toll on people. And bullying is, if you're involved in a group and you're bullying and you're abusing someone and trying to keep someone blocked so they can't get jobs, you are now part of domestic violence, because you are now fully embracing what this person is telling you to do. If anybody tells you to block somebody or go out of your way to hurt another person, they're the problem, because you don't go out of your way to destroy people. You don't go out of your way to contact people's jobs and their deals and hack their emails and their phones and making sure that they can't get work. You don't do that. And so thanks for tuning in, guys. She's the Boss TV Networks, where all day we speak it. We are not afraid to speak our voice, and we will let the world know our story. Thanks for tuning in.